It is not wise. Very often it works otherwise. Nani Palkiwala, an eminent jurist, once said, "There are two types of fools that we come across," he said. There are two types of fools we come across. Fools 1, those who render advice. We will come to fools 2 later. First, let us cover fools 1, all of us. We parents belong to the fools 1 category because we tend to render advice, but it doesn't work. For instance, a father who is getting ready to go to office, is busy, it's getting late, and is dressing up. A telephone rings, a landline, let me say, and it's ringing. So he calls his son, take the call, and daddy so-and-so is calling. Tell him that I am not there. See, my daddy asked me to tell you that he is not there. A fool, what are you doing? You are telling him that I told you to do that? Yes, daddy. Why did you say that? What, daddy? Yesterday only you narrated the story of great Satya Harishchandra and told me never ever tell lies. There lies the problem. The child doesn't have discretion. When to tell, when not to tell, where to tell, where not to tell. That is not the problem. Yes, it is the problem. So, advice just render happen. It may not work. It will boomerang. Suppose the child comes with a progress report and the parent wants to give advice to the child. See, you should score highest marks. Why don't you? Suppose the child gives rebuff. What is it? Daddy, are you getting the highest salary? There ends the matter. How many people can claim that they are drawing highest salaries? Clean bold. You become angry. See, I provide you all facilities and you are doing like this. You see, Abraham Lincoln, who studied under streets and then came up. Why don't you realize this? Is it, daddy? Abraham Lincoln, daddy, at your age, daddy, became president of a nation, daddy. Clean bold again. This is what boomerangs comes back to us. Suppose the mother sees both the children very often fighting with each other, siblings. So she wants to educate them. See, you are like our both hands. If my both hands keep fighting, what is my fate? So wanted to educate the children. Children are smarter than us. What the children say? See, mummy, you are our eyes. Who? The father and mother are eyes to them, both eyes to us. If we keep fighting, what is our plight? We become blind. Finish. There is no argument further. This is how things happen. So advices won't work, my dear friends. See the caricature, the kind of advice the father is giving and the kind of activity he is in. How can it work? Do what I say, don't do as I do. Doesn't work. You must be familiar with a famous episode. Once, one lady took her daughter to Mahatma Gandhi. The girl was taking sweets every day and she was putting on weight till she was taking sweets. So she thought at least she would listen to Mahatma Gandhi. They are close to the Gandhi family. So she took her one day to Mahatma Gandhi and explained this. Gandhiji asked her to bring her back next day. Okay, she's obliged, and next day she took her to Gandhiji. Gandhiji again asked her to bring her back next day. He went on to do like that for 1 week. Bring her next day, like that. 1 week she was taking her like that. After 1 week, Gandhiji said, looking at the girl, Ma, see, it's not good for health. You are already putting on weight. Why don't you reduce taking sweets? If possible, rarely take. Why don't you oblige? She was amazed. She was pleased that Gandhiji was giving himself an advice and he was showing concern. She thought she should oblige. She said, sorry, Mahatmaji, I will follow. The mother asked the girl to go little away, go to the next room, and asked Gandhiji, see, why didn't you tell this on the first day? You know what he said? See, I could not tell on the first day, second day, third day, etc. till today, because I am also fan of sweets. It took me 1 week for me to stop taking sweets. Now I am qualified to advise. She was really stunned to know that we cannot give advice unless we follow. Otherwise, it will be wasted effort. This is the information. Now, friends, the second fools, Nani Palkiwala said, 2 types of fools. First type, we are all there to give advice. Second type of fools, who are they? Children. Why? Those who render advice is first type fool, and second type is those who do not take advice, not those who take advice. Why? You suffer, you struggle, you experience, you get to know what is good and what is bad, and then you tell to follow. That fool doesn't follow. So he is a fool number 2. So children very often belong to the second category. They are fools number 2. But still, we continue to be fools number 1. Why? With the hope that the children will get out of fools number 2. Is it not? Is it happening? Rarely. It's a question mark.